I was muted for all that, wasn't I? God bless it. There, you get +4, +2, +2, and +2. There's a +4, but that's the last one. That's the last one. Yeah, see, 'cause I gotta do it in the OBS over here. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so hello. I see the assassins have failed. I'm General Griswold Guy, Scrim of the First Life Immigration Protocol, a representative of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency and the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. Today, I'm prepared to do a marathon of a telethon because we're doing a testathon of the Buy Me a Coffee Ghetto Super Chats, which are below and the links in the pin, and we're going to see if that works. And in order to make that work, I have to do the OBS, and that's how I accidentally mute myself a lot. Well, I haven't started saying anything. Was there like not sound for any of this either? This gay. Ah, ah. What mic are you even using? All right, so I can't tell. I can't tell what anybody's not hearing. Quick, somebody buy me a coffee so I can turn OBS off. No, well, what? So do you hear this? No, you need to hear it here. See, this is the thing, right? In order for me to share this right, I have to do this one, and then you can hear it. If only we got savings throws versus technical difficulty. Okay, so we'll treat this as only a camera and just leave it like that. How does that? Sorry, Jed. All right. Hello and welcome, probably. Do I need to do the whole thing over? This is a testathon because I'm trying to test out the ghetto super chats and buy me a coffee. And you know, that has given me such difficulty thus far. As my army of trolls, all I can do to you is to ask you to bug buy me a coffee and or StreamYards and say, why don't you guys get along? And if there is one that gets along with StreamYards, that'd be great. That would be great. Meanwhile, we got lots of fancy stuff on the board today. We got the faith placebos and aphoristic merriament and the complex significator or complex. It's a big thing. It's a big thing, and I've decided to do a little. What do you call it? We call it a pap smear, a past authoring program, and show you guys some of this old this old blogging I used to do. Called on this. I called it raw thought at one point. I started it off as the answers, but there's this one I actually want to found called sticky things, and that's the one I'm going to read. It's going to be fabulous. You're going to love it. I don't know. I don't know. Here's this. Hello and welcome to the Testathon stream where we're testing out this buy me a coffee ghetto super chat. Let me check my email to make sure we haven't had the misfunctions already, because that's the way the tech is going. And then we will get shortly on the fancy pants the savings throws we do here. Hey Dolly, good to see you. Good to see you. Apparently, I look like a sunburned AI today. How is this compared to the volume of this? Does that need? You didn't hear any of that? Welcome, everybody. Here we are. We are going to do now the savings throws versus mind control that we do on the Grim Grizz streams, such as this one, the what faith placebo testathon stream, and these are all brought to you by the Shadow Cabal of production executives, which you can join and help test by doing the ghetto super chat at BMC. Um, now, now the way these work is you're constantly swimming in mind control, and that's just if you're the. Oh, look, something happened. Something happened, guys. Let's check that out real quick. No, it's this one, and now it's gone. You weren't fast enough, son of a. Well, let's see what happens if we refresh it. No, it doesn't come back. Well, all right. So whoever that was, you get +7 for the rest of the month to these savings throws that we're doing now, which is where you choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis of your savings throw. If it comes out over 10, then you get half damage from all the mind control on this show and the rest of your day. And if it's under 10, you take full damage. But remember, everybody, we want what's best for you. So between survival, social, wisdom, or heart, please choose. Whoa, survival is doing well with a 19 today. Socialist, that's a big 8. A big 8. Lovers of wisdom, you get 2 8s, making a 16. Hard folks, also prime 19. And indigo kids, you got those double 8s as well. Okay. Hey, Dumir, I'm glad you're here because I actually wanted to run this today. And you wanted them run right after the savings throws, so here you go.
So the fact is that modern Western culture has, as it were, eliminated all the higher levels of being, and I mean, we've become sort of creatures of the mud. We're crawling around on the earth thinking that's all there is. So the blessed thing about modern physics is that nobody really believes it. I'm sure that no parent, when it holds its child, thinks that it's holding a bunch of molecules. I mean, not even the physicists go that far.
The core of perennial wisdom, at the heart of all religious, spiritual thought, Christian, Tibetan, Buddhist, Sufi, Kabbalistic, shamanic, and so on, has always worked with a perspective on inner worlds, on planes of consciousness, being and reality that are hidden to the material. What you see is what you get perspective. The new approach to hierarchy will inevitably be centered in synthesis, in a perspective where the great pairs of opposite of spirit and matter are seen to fuse and blend in the middle path of the soul-centered observer. But for this to happen, the vertical magical dimension of the inner worlds must be acknowledged.
This reductionism of contemporary science is not only wrong, but it is dangerous. It is destructive of all higher culture. If we would fully believe what quote-unquote science tells us these days, we would be ipso facto dehumanized. So you see, what we have to say and what we want to distribute is not only a philosophy of physics, but we're interested in the cultural implications. And it's nothing short of turning the world right side up again. We're living in an upside down world.
Oh, and good news. I've been able to retrieve the BMOC we missed, and it's this one. Oh look! It was Dumir saying late gas money for the trip, and then I just played his clip. Isn't that weird?
Don't worry, Mom. I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV.
See? It's okay. We saw it on the television.
Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
What's going on? We're doing a testathon here where we're trying to make sure these buy me a coffee ghetto super chats work. I apparently there's a send as private option that may or may not work. Then there's the I don't know. I might stream it anyway if you send it private, and then it won't work. So we don't know about that. But we've been doing cards lately, and we may be getting into Twitter tarot. I mean, I think there's really something there if anybody else is interested in playing along, where each tweet is assigned a value on the tarot card system with like the not the spades but whatever they are and the wands maybe, So we're thinking about doing that. I'm leaning into it. We'll see if that happens. I'm very excited at the possibilities. This is the card for the show. The what is that? A Six of Wands. A Six of Wands, whatever that means. Maybe we'll look it up later. Well, who knows? It's hard to say. That's anything can happen around here. Whoa, look, we got a new supporter, it said, but they did it during the commercial. So it didn't. What? All right, hold on, I got to bring it up now. So they work, kind of, but because StreamYards and BMOC aren't integrated well, it's not ideal. If you know one that is integrated with StreamYards or something I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the comment section.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right? What room? I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from. He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Okay, look, this is what we missed. It says for the great Testathon, which means technically I should be able to turn the Testathon was a giant success. And I should be able to turn it off now. But that'd be silly since it's working. All right, well, let's start covering topics then, right? Okay, fine. We can do that. Can we do some background music while we do? Sure. Let's start with this, though.
I'm gonna have a look at you.
And here's a tip: if you're gonna do videos with and without sound, and you want to do the ones with the background music and then play the clips that don't have sound, you should really keep them separated in your branding tab over on the StreamYards. Hey, Tayo, see, he comes in, right? He goes, "Allo, Tayo, Tayo." I just wish his name was Teo instead of Tayo. Is that so wrong? Rocketing on in is ups with the rocket. I don't know what these words mean. This is not normally what it's like, but I don't know. It's what it's like today. It's what it's like today.
Hey there, I'm Chad the Alcoholic, and the creator of the Friday Morning Nameless channel. I'd like to welcome you to join us for the latest and greatest and most up-to-date information about all the things happening in this corner of the internet. I want to thank you for your time and your attention.
come when they wholly embrace their gifts. Others will awaken.
Okay, all right. So now we're on it, right? We're doing the faith placebo thing. Okay, all right. Let's try that. You were gonna do background music. Yes, the new G major by our good friend Nolan, which should loop. It might also drive you insane. Let me know. We have other options. This is an experimental soundtrack. So the next part of this show there. Yeah? What is it? I don't know. Have we been properly encouraged? Because as it is...
No, they don't get encouragement. And people need so little encouragement. It's just unbelievable.
No, you guys encouraged the heck out of me. I mean, you guys have made this Testathon a raging success, and I'm hoping that perhaps a little bit you feel virtually not alone. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? No, you haven't said thanks to the Shadow Kabbalah production executives that make this and my life possible. My life. Okay, howdy, Rascal. He's available on a t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, it's a baseball shirt-like thing. Oh, yeah. Don't forget there's a God mask. It's over on Substack if you want to know more. And I met Pajot once. Okay. Here is the Faith Placebo stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're now doing the Faith Placebo part. Oh, all right. Studies have shown that there's this thing called the placebo effect, where like if you have a headache, I can give you an aspirin and it actually makes you better, and I can give you a sugar pill that does nothing chemically, and you will feel better because of the placebo effect. And other than that, they don't really know what's going on with it, as far as I can tell. Please correct me with citations if you're one of them due dilettantes people who serve to fight the wrongness of today by facts and stuff. And then what happened is our good friend Chad has been doing this sound band sleep token as a name, right? Doesn't sound like a good play, Chad. It's Anyway, he's been doing these fancy pants mashups because he loves them so much, which is fine. And one of them he did was this one with the chokehold and the Lucy. Now, all of these images are copyrighted and stuff, but I think he's strategically arranged it so as not to stick it to us. Don't do this. Do this. And as I discussed over on the stream the other day, he in the title it says Lucy, right? Because this is his Sleep Token Chokehold Lucy mashup. And Lucy is a movie that really disappointed me. I mean, even though it had Scarlett Johansson, she was supposed to be great. The guy did the whole we only use 10% of our brains thing. And so I was disappointed because no, dude, my 90% is busy doing other, and so I didn't watch it. And we talked about that over on this chat. Gavin Palmer is what he's calling it, that chat GP. And some other interesting things were revealed there. That now.
Well, you need a typewriter that goes right into the computer. That's the keyboard. You need an old school keyboard.
Right.
Just when you hit the keys too fast and they get locked up.
It can be digital on the inside as long as it feels like one and makes all the noises
right.
Ding.
I bet you somebody makes one.
Oh yeah. If there's not, we just came up with an idea or someone makes it, and they probably make it.
Yeah, so let's find me a link. I'll add it to my Buy Me a Coffee wish list. They have wish lists over there. It's fabulous.
I think
Thanks to the due dilettantery of members of the Broken Clock Tower Discord, we have confirmed that it does exist. Such a thing does exist, and you can now help me acquire one over on the Buy Me a Coffee wishlist page. Which, and if you did, it might pop up as a thing here, because I still have the Testathon screen up just in case. It goes real small, but then it would. Who knows? It should appear somewhere over like here now. If anybody else wants to test it during our fabulous testathon, and thanks to those of you who have already, you folks are awesome. Keep that in mind. That reminded by our live real-time Hive Mind Consciousness Congress and Higher V over there in it. But don't forget, nothing we do in this little corner would be mistaken for normal. And I'm not still muted, right? I fixed it now, right? And Nakama asks, "Is it a corner or a fractal? And aren't all fractals still corners, and vice versa?" I mean, there's probably Mandelbrot sets that prove it. What are we testing? This testathon is to test out this ghetto Buy Me a Coffee super chat. And theoretically, if you make a donation at the link at the top of the screen, or support the wish list, maybe, we don't know, or add yourself to the Shadow Cabal by doing the membership option over there, that might appear on the screen here, and that's what we're testing on this testathon. John, thanks for asking. No. See, I am just a layer of a fractal of knowledge compartments and like little guys running around inside. I'm still a fractal. I'm still definitely. I'm glad you're feeling not alone, Dolly. I hope everybody else is as well. Yes, Charlie Brown's football holder is Lucy, and that's the Charlie Brown and nobody. No, it's too old. They don't even run those anymore. And everybody who told me I was muted with words like Tayo and Hagel and Ops, they all get a +2. And anybody who does it with a ear emoji like Higher V did here, you get 4 points. You get +4 for that one. Oh, good. That laughter is good, right? That's a. Remember it.
Is no agency. We want to walk past.
Whoa. Eggy, what's going on? Okay. And then earlier today, I was poking around Twitter, and then I ended up on Rumble, and they said the 10% of the brain too, and I was like, all right, fine. I'll do the faith placebo one. Okay. Yeah, bring up the thing before you do it. Yeah? Okay. Sure. Faith placebo. Now, a lot of people these days use like science as a faith placebo. Like, instead of having faith, I'll just take this science pill. But I see faith differently than most. And if you want to define it as something other than the word faith, because you're a neo-atheist, I argue on the internet to make myself feel good kind of guy, that's fine. You call it something else. But I'm calling it faith for this, and we can redefine it later. It's something you do. You are constantly exuding a suspension of disbelief. And the suspension of your disbelief is pretty much the same thing as putting faith in something. So actively and consciously believing in something, well, it turns out the 10% of your brain, those yahoos we're all talking about just a moment ago, that's the 10% of your aware. That's the light, like the illuminated candle of your consciousness lights up this much. but you believe this much. And so what you believe goes in here. And I get special privileges. I don't know if it's like an adamantine, well, because you consciously believe it, it's going in your recursion loops, right? It's constantly being reinforced. And that makes it thicker, and you believe it, and raw. And that, I think, allows special reality navigational affordances. You'll have to ask good old John Vervaeke about that one. Or I will, if you remind me in the comments to do it, because I use some of the Shadow Cabal money to pester him in his Q&As, like I did last 2 streams ago. If you want to get the +5 to the saves for the replay, and something other than this.
God loves me because he sent me Grim Grizz. I know he loves me.
Oh, hey there, the Chris Show. I'm happy to see you there in the Hive Mind chat, and so I'm going to run some of your fabulous stuff. I don't know if you caught this, but I saw something in YouTube Studio about how you have to rejigger your playlists for them to show up on your page anymore. Let's find out. Let's find dripping with irony, bro. Oh God. Okay, no, this one's 233.
Of this object. There's something that's getting repeated, not necessarily identical, but it's like the rhythm, right? It's the remote, it's the remote, it's the remote. It's that through line. repeating, invariant patterns, a rhythm, it's the remote, it's the remote. It's melody, there's these individual lines of development, it's the remote, it's the remote. Melody, repeating, a rhythm to a rhythm to a rhythm to reality. There's something invariant. For me, it's the remote, it's the remote, it's the remote. Not necessarily identical, but it's like the rhythm. And when you look at intelligibility unfolding, just how you're making sense of something, there's a rhythm to reality, making sense of something. It's the remote. Repeating, and there's a melody of aspects. Different notes, melody of aspects, diachronically, synchronically. They all flow into each other. They make sense together, like the notes of music. The wave function is the oscillation function of intelligence, repeating, relevance, realization. A rhythm, it's the remote, Movement of relevance realization. The opening up of variation, and then the killing off of most of the options with selection, from which variations grow out again. And then this is the wave function. This is the oscillation function of intelligibility with specific sets of constraints and trade-offs of getting a more phenomenological presence of transdictivity simultaneously within you and in the environment, but it actually is between you, because the music binds us, enhances our awareness and experience of transdictivity. component processing that is tracking and it is conforming the complexification of cognition that is happening with that, right? Differentiation, integration is more and more conforming complexification of reality. More and more there's an equal instantiation of the same fundamental principles. There's a co-shaping by the same fundamental forces.
What? Harvey, are you saying the quiet part out loud? He says to 233. Is that the one of the, if you think of it, it's made? I don't know, man. Personally, I just use 33s to be like, hey, if you see that, you're on the right path, bro. Keep going. But maybe that's what it means. Words are magic, after all. Words are magic? Magic. Yeah, we missed magic. Okay, that was the Dumir. There's the Chris. What else are we running? That's the Chad one. There's the Chad Lucy one. We have nothing loaded, bro. Son of a. We can do this.
Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen, it's what you hearing.
I'm hearing a couple things in that. I'm hearing beauty plays a role.
Of course.
I'm hearing also that whatever the subjective character of the experience that is elicited by the encounter is itself a measure of the value of the encounter, and is itself a measure of whatever the potential value is in continuing the relationship.
Right.
It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen.
All right. Listen. I'm going to read the old stuff. Let's see when I wrote this. Does it even say? Yes, this was apparently from 2012. 2012, which is over 10 years ago. So I have no really guy. I have no really guy that... wait, that wasn't the right one, bro. Really? Right. But you're going to read this one anyway. Okay. So, no, share it. This one, it's called Chapter 2, Sticky Things. And let's see if I can make it so you can see it. You like to read along, maybe. I don't know. We'll do it over here like that. All right. I hope you enjoy. And special thanks again to the Shadow Cabal of production executives that make all of this possible. And that's this thing. When I do that, you can join that by that link at the top of the chat over there, or somewhere in the description, perhaps. And here's the dream catcher of optimal grip. Now, just imagine along with me for a moment, right? If you take this dream catcher of optimal grip, and then you dip it. You dip the dream catcher of optimal grip into soap water. And then you trick God into breathing in it, and out comes all these little bubbles with people in them. What? No, just read the thing. Okay. Should I give him more? You guys want more savings throws for this? Should we do savings throws every top of the hour, or should I wait another 15? What's going on here? I don't even know. Pap and the dendrite illustration. No. Well, he does, but not as much anymore. Okay, sticky things. Here we go. It's interesting what sticks. I understand the image to the left to be of a diffusion-limited aggregate. I was exposed to the concept recently when I watched White H. Sang's video on fractal brain theory. Here's a convenient link you can't click. Essentially, there's a bunch of seemingly random dots that occasionally stick to the center point and become sticky themselves, creating an image similar to the one pictured here. While somewhat tangential to the point he was making in the video, the concept seems to be one that has proven somewhat sticky for me. What makes it sticky? Why this, not that? Of the multitude of moments that make up our lives, why do we remember some and not others? I think one answer might be resonance. I'm almost certain another is trauma. One of the things that has proven sticky for me is a scene from the 2005 film Kingdom of Heaven. Liam Neeson has Orlando Bloom swear an oath and then smacks him upside the head with his gauntlet, saying, "That's so you'll remember." Resonance. You're likely familiar with the expression, the ring of truth. I think certain things we're exposed to ring as true or resonate as truth to us. There's often been times in my life when hearing a certain phrase for the first time, I experience an unusual physical sensation. Goosebumps, the hair on the back of my neck standing. It comes with a sensation that I've recognized a piece of the puzzle, that the information is valuable. Mystery. There are other things that have stuck for me that haven't necessarily come with such a physical sensation. Both of the two that follow have the quality of mystery, which is why I currently think they've remained sticky in my mind over all those years. The first is an unexplained phenomenon, which has persisted to remain unexplained primarily because the plausible explanations my rational mind has been able to come up with haven't rang true. The second, I believe, has stuck because it seems like a clue to the great existential mystery. Why am I what I am? And these calls for heart in the hive mind chat make me think I should stop reading it now and do another set of savings throws right after this. Give my voice a break, branding. Yeah, we need a long one. Sorry.
And what that does is it self-organizes, and you get a structure emerging, right? But then at some point, the structure goes critical. The structure can't actually maintain its own growth. And what you see in the sand pile is it avalanches. And what happens is that's an increase in entropy. The mutual predictability between the sand particles drops. It goes, right? Now, if there's too much criticality, it breaks. But if there's not, what happens is the avalanche spreads the sand out, and now a bigger base starts to emerge, and it can go higher than it could before. So it cycles between, right?
Look, someone bought a thing. It works. The Testathon works. You guys see that? Of course, unfortunately, thank you, StreamYards. I can't jump back to where I was playing in that video thing. So what am I going to do now? Thanks, StreamYards. Well, you know, I did watch something I found just a little bit moving the other day. But let's run Chad's new bit again instead. Oh, we got more seconds. Dang. Well, for the saves too, huh?
Above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference. I've seen my days unfold.
The saves too, right? You saw the numbers? There was an oh. Well, I remember. Like, can we do the voiceover? Whoa there, survivalist. That's a nat 1 this time. Maybe you shouldn't have had to reroll. Socialist, that's a 16 again. 2 8s. Hard folk. No, lovers of wisdom. That's lovers of wisdom. That's a prime 19 again. And hard folks, what'd you get? A 3. And the reason you saw the indigo die was because it got a nat 1. I only show the indigo die when it gets a nat 1 or a nat 20, and it did. And so there's that part. And then the other part that was completely inaudible was how that, because when you put your faith in the reinforcement loop of your verbal, like, internal dialogue reinforcement, and it crystallizes and allows those affordances we talked about, it's very, 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 very important what you say in your head to yourself about yourself, what you believe about yourself. And the reasons we're going into that now is the aphoristic merriment. And I don't even know what an aphorism is, really. So we're going to slide on over to our good friend Miriam, which makes it, that's why the aphorism and the merriment. The hell is an aphorism?
Aphorism.
A concise statement of a principle, a psalm maybe, or a proverb. I don't know. Are those synonyms? Or an adage, an epigram, a saw, a word, an apothegm, a maxim, a saying, a byword, a proverb. Ha! I knew it. And a sentia. What the?
Sententia.
That reminds me, in case you haven't figured it out yet, spoiler alert, sentience is it when I am trapped in a sentence, a narrative sentence that encases my I, is what is the foundation of sentience. Okay. So the aphorism merriment, right? And you probably didn't even share. No, you are sharing, but you have to click there for them to see it. The aphoristic merriment portion of the thing is some of the things that have had the ring of truth for me are unfortunately such things as the Aboriginals call this the long dream, and then I keep running into my life, the merrily, life is but a dream thing, and they don't not have the ring of truth. I mean, everything that has happened up until this very pinnacle moment is but a dream, right? We understand it the way we understand it. We tell stories about it, but it's gone, just like the dream you had this morning. And that's where we're headed. We're in the sliver of the now, and that's all we have, really. And so while you're here, maybe our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, and fear is the mind killer. And if we believe limitate, I don't know, they get it. They get it. What? I'm sure you guys get it, right? We all get it. Yes. All right. So let's see if Miriam has a secret message for us today, as she often does. In case you are unaware, the Merriam-Webster website has a secret message function they call the word of the day. Today's word, dissemble, is a formal word that means to conceal facts, feelings, or intentions with deceptive explanations or reasons. So are you dissembling? I don't know. Fruition? Inch meal. What the? Inch meal. Something done is... no, that's disgusting. That... ugh. All right. As a result of the redux, we're going to achieve inch meal fruition of our plan to dissemble. I don't know. Secret message. Hey, Jasmine, good to see you. Good to see you. It's all disturbing. It's all disturbing. Oh, are we gonna finish reading? Sure. Let's finish reading. What do we got else? What do I get? Oh, the complex significator. It says complex significator, but it's broken up into complex sign if I can see. I can see, right? Significant. The thing, right, is because the way the faith thing works, you and I can see the same thing and form different faith structures of belief about the thing. Because the significator can be a complex. It's apparently a very new development in the evolution of spiritual growth, or just the way things work. But that's the thing. And as you know, the reason life exists is to get one over on entropy, or the second law of thermodynamics, depending on how you want to frame it. And so it eats itself. Like all this life over here, I'll eat some of that so this life can go on. And life eats life, and then we're like, screw you, heat death of the universe. And, and as such, like the elegance and what tends to be beautiful also seems to be really efficient. I don't know if that's just a byproduct of Dr. Time's Fibonacci sequence fetish or what, but that seems to be the case. And in if you were going to have a bunch of super powerful creative beings like come together and share a reality, it's terribly more efficient if the significator can be a complex, and like until you get contrary evidence to where you are no longer allowed to suspend your disbelief about a certain thing, and until that happens, you guys can all stay in the same place. And like for example, if everyone is an infinite creative being, no, don't. People will hurt themselves if you say that. Okay. Let the rabbits wear glasses. Dissemble fruition redux. Let's redux our dissemblage of fruition. That might work, right? Should we redux our dissemblage of fruition? Let us know in the chat below. Remember it. We want Okay, and then we're going to read the rest of this and say bye to the chat. Right. Oh, the next one's called The Music and the Cloud. This is going to be exciting. The Music and the Cloud. Oh, wow. Whoa, dude. Do you understand right now, Mr. Grimm, what a vulnerable. Oh, that's not vulnerable. That's a lobster monkey goose hoodie. You can get one of those at the links below. No, this is a terribly, terribly vulnerable pap you're about to present to people. They like that. They like that, I think. A significant, a symbol. Any symbol can be considered a significator. And here's Tom with the weather. All right, let's do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. No, you guys can find it. No, I refuse. I refuse. You've exposed me enough. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you on the next stream. Oh, and be sure to check out Pastor Paul tomorrow, I think.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
All right.